The Boston Celtics will have their work cut out for them when it comes to defending Giannis in the second round of the NBA playoffs. In the last meeting, the Bucks looked to get Giannis the ball in the post early in the game to take advantage of his quickness and his size in matchups. You'll notice here when Giannis gets the ball in the post, both Tice and Smart are in good help position, and Williams is playing him straight up. Williams is going to do a nice job here using his quickness against Giannis to knock the ball away and go the other way for 2 points. We can expect to see Williams matched up with Giannis in this series, as he did a nice job against Kevin Durant along with Jason Tatum. Giannis can be very difficult to defend in transition situations, and you're going to see the Celtics here on this dribble handoff as Brown is going to switch on to him, and they're going to give him a little bit of space, but the Celtics are going to try to wall up as much as possible. You'll see Brown and Williams here really taking away that drive to the middle, and then the other three Celtics all in position to help if Giannis does get downhill against them. The more he can settle for these three-pointers, the better the Celtics will be in this series. Here's another look at Giannis in transition the last time the Celtics played against them on April 7th. And again, you're going to recognize as he has the basketball, you have Williams, Tice, and Brown walling up against him, not giving him any space to get down the middle in transition. It's going to force Giannis to now, as he tries to drive the basketball, to give up that ball to Lopez up at the top, who is going to take a three-pointer here. So the Celtics are going to look to create that wall when Giannis is coming in transition to not give him any space to attack the paint, as we know he's probably one of the best in the game at scoring in transition and attacking the paint. The Bucks are going to use Giannis in a variety of ways. He's going to set ball screens, he's going to use ball screens, and the Celtics are going to have to be prepared for every angle where they use him, especially with Middleton being out for the series. Here is Giannis setting a ball screen, hoping for a switch with White or perhaps an opportunity to slip to the basket. Tice is going to do a nice job sticking to Giannis, really hugging him on the screen and backing up. You also have Williams underneath that's waiting for any type of lob inside to Giannis. Celtics do a really nice job in this possession, not letting him get the ball off that slip to the basket on the ball screen. And now they're going to force the Bucks to take a contested three-pointer. Giannis is going to use and set ball screens, but he's also going to come off screens away from the basketball. Here, he's going to come shoulder to shoulder off this screen, doing a nice job off of Lopez. And Williams is going to get caught up in this screen and eventually just come around it. They're not as concerned about Giannis catching and shooting off the screen as they are him turning the corner. So Williams does a nice job, even though he gets caught up a little bit, coming around the screen and meeting Giannis off the screen. Now, notice the Celtics defensively. They got to recognize here, Tice is in the paint. You see Brown looking for the drive here as well. And Smart also is going to stop and plant himself in the paint. So the Celtics have a plethora of players in the paint to take away the drive. And on this possession, as Giannis uses those screens, they're going to force him to give up the basketball and not allow him to have an opportunity to score. Another nice job by the Celtics, and they're going to have to do this the entire series. Giannis has set a ball screen, and he's also used a screen away from the basketball. Now, Giannis is going to get a ball screen in this situation. The Celtics have options that they can use. They could certainly switch on the screen with Giannis, as we've seen situationally. And they also, as they did with Kevin Durant, can fight over the top and soft hedge underneath. And that's what we're going to see here. White is going to come over the top of the screen, and we're going to see Tice on the soft hedge, and the Celtics are going to have other players in the paint ready to defend Giannis. They're going to force him to give up the basketball again, which is a victory for the Celtics. They also have to be aware of blocking out Giannis, as he can be dangerous on the board. So as we take a look at this possession again, nice job in the ball screen, but they have to put a body on him and get him away from the basket as much as possible. We've seen Giannis in just about every situation in this game. Here he is off a dribble handoff, and the Celtics are going to communicate a switch. Now, you notice that in this switch, the defender is going to be a little bit overly aggressive, and they're going to play a little high-low game with Giannis. They do a nice job bringing this player up, spreading the floor, and creating space underneath for this lob to Giannis for an easy 2 points. As we bring it back, I do want you to recognize when Giannis has the ball, you're going to see that wall of defenders, again, really trying to take away the paint. I think the Celtics just have to be a little bit less aggressive here. I know they don't want him to catch the basketball in the paint, but at the same time, they don't want to give up a lob over the top. So as this player really defends the basketball hard, I think he has to do a good job getting underneath and defending Giannis on this lob pass over the top. In this last clip, we're going to see the Celtics switch here when Giannis sets a screen, and it's going to be Jaylen Brown, who's an excellent defender, and he's really going to do a nice job bodying up Giannis. You see the wall of defenders in help, really shrinking the floor, not giving Giannis space. Nice job here by Brown, beating him to the spot. Even if he had beaten Brown to the basket, look at the other defenders by the Celtics ready for Giannis. They're going to have to be ready this entire series. It's going to force Giannis into a pull-up jumper. Giannis can't hit shots like this in the game, but if the Celtics can keep him away from the rim, as they did for the majority of this game, and force him to take pull-ups and three-pointers, they're going to be successful in this series.